Hello everyone and welcome again to my channel. My name is Emefa and today I bring to you another bookish video. Today I'm going to be hauling some books I've got. Some I bought myself, some I was gifted, and others I won in a giveaway. This is going to be my first book haul of 2022 and I think it's due because this is just the first half of 2022. We just entered the second half of 2022 and I think I need to show you all the books I have accumulated so far. Also, the beginning of the year I made it a point to buy myself more books or get myself more books because I now have a bookshelf and I have to fill the shelf. So yeah, it's a good thing and I'm super happy about the books I have accumulated so far. So I'm just going to run you through the books I have. So I decided to read these books and then get them. I'm talking so much. Let's just get right to it. In no particular order. The first book I got is The Bachelor's Ride by Kolakpo Akinola. So this one I went for a book discussion. It was like a mini book event and I got the book from the author. It was such a surreal experience, hearing the author read from his own book, asking questions and interacting with him and finally getting the book. I think it was a worthwhile experience. Second book is Open Water by Caleb Azuma Nelson. This book I read in ebook before getting it. It was kind of a difficult read. Not that the book is bad or the story is bad, but it's not the usual way of writing. So it was kind of difficult for me. It took a very long time for me to finish reading this book, even though it's a very small book. And after reading it, I think it's beautiful. It's a beautiful story. It's a beautiful book. This was a gift, by the way. My mom got me this book. I mean, she got me two books. This is one of the books she got me. Third is Ya Jesse's Transcendent Kingdom. I have Homegoing, which I got last year and I read last year, and it was such a beautiful story, such a beautiful book, which I loved. And I read Transcendent Kingdom, even though the experience from reading this is not like that of reading Homegoing. I was still excited about reading it and getting it anyway. So yeah, this was also a gift. Moving on, Nearly All the Men in Lagos Are Mad. This book is a hilarious one. I'm sure you've seen it in some videos. This was very popular on Bookstagram and it is worth the hype. It's so hilarious, it's comical. I read it in ebook before getting actual books. I haven't really read from the book. This is the second book my mother got me. That is His Holy Wife by Peace Ajomedie. This book I read last year and it's a beautiful book, actually. I like the drama. Some people say they didn't, but I like it. Some people say they didn't like the ending of the book, but I did like it. And I needed to get a hard copy. So I'm going to have a reread of this book, definitely. To have the feels, to be able to annotate, you know. Yeah, it's a good book to get on your shelf. Vagabonds by Iloghosa Osunde. This was recommended by Nasiba. She swears it's a very good book. And if you are like a fan of butter honey pig bread, this book should be one that you love too. I hear it's kind of a slow from the beginning and it's kind of hard to explain or understand till you get to like the middle part or like somewhere, and then everything starts to make sense and everything starts to connect and it's beautiful. And well, I don't know, but I'm going to give it a go because Nasiba has some really cool recs that I've read and I fell in love with. So yeah, I'm going to go with this. Have Butter Honey Pig Bread. I also read this book last year, which I fell in love with and I swore I was going to get it. Guess who got it for me? My brother got it for me because he promised to get it for me. And after almost a year, he's finally bought it for me. So I'm super excited. Thank you to him. and to all who are getting books. So this book is equally very beautiful, and it's by Francesca Ekuyasi. It's about 3 people, Cambrianachi and her 2 twin daughters. So the story is basically told from Taye's point of view. It's a very hyped book, worth the hype, by the way, and very expensive. I got Everything is Fact, a book about hope by Mark Manson. I have the first one, The Subtle Art. I'm not a big fan of self-help books, but I read that one and I sort of liked it, and I just thought I'll get the second one. I haven't read it yet, but I'm hoping to. Adabraka, Stories from the Center of the World, is an anthology and was a gift from one of my very good friends. Michaela Cole's Misfits, a personal manifesto. I read this book. I had a reading vlog of this book. If you haven't watched it yet, what are you even doing? It's a non-fic, which I love. The cover is, I keep talking about the cover because the cover is actually cute. The end papers even kills me. Look at that, it's beautiful. But I'm talking about the book. So yeah, Michaela Cole's Misfits. The Sex Lives of African Women. This book I've wanted to get forever, but the price. You know how the CD has just depreciated? It's making everything unbearable. The dollar is just rising, so it's so difficult getting these books. And the paperback, I wanted to get the paperback actually, and then this one came out and I swore I was going to get this one, but the price, I saw it on, I tried getting it on Barnes and Nobles, and just thinking about getting the book, the shipping fee, everything, I just had to rethink it. And you know how the universe works in a certain way. I want this book in a giveaway, and I was super excited. It's like the best news this year. I mean, one of the best news this year. This is by Nana Dakwasi Chiama, and such a beautiful, has a beautiful book cover, hardback. I literally started it like on Friday. Yeah, Friday. So I'm like I just started, I think, on the first chapter. But so far, I like how it's starting off. Khalid Hosseini's 1,000 Splendid Suns. I have The Kite Runner, which is the first book I read from Khalid Hosseini, and I loved it so much. And I read 1,000 Splendid Suns on SCRIBD. Yes, on SCRIBD. My friend got this for me. I love it. Thank you for the gift. I literally coerced them to get to me this. And The Mountains Echo. This I bought myself. So I just thought, if I have The Kite Runner, if I have 1,000 Splendid Suns, and this like a third book of Khalid Hosseini, why don't I get it? So yeah, I did. I got it, and I kind of started reading. I've actually started reading a lot of books, and I haven't ended it. I don't know. I haven't finished them. It's not a bad book. I'm just not in that Khalid mood. Like, I'm not in that sad mood yet. So when I get into that mood, I'll certainly pick this up again. And then I have Pets by Akweke Emezi. This I read, and I read this year. Yes, I read this year, early part of this year. Beautiful writing, very unique writing. The characters have some really unique names. It's a very nice book, beautiful story. The next is Bitter, which is a prequel to Pets. So if you read Pets, then you know that this one actually had to come before Pets, but some way Pets came first, and this is a prequel / a sequel to Pets, also by Akweke Emezi. The Secret Lives of Babaseji's Wives. This book has about 4 different book covers, 4 or 5 different book covers. I'll see if I can put all the pictures somewhere here for you to see. About 4 or 5 different covers, and so far this is the one that I love, so I just got this one. This is a hilarious read. This is like a typical Nigerian drama. This I have reviewed on my channel. That was like when I started Booktube, so I'll see if I'll link that one too somewhere so that you go and watch from UK. Please watch my videos for me. Americana by Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. If you know me, you know Chimamanda is one of my favorite authors. She's phenomenal. Her writing is brilliant. The topic she touches on is just fantastic, I mean. And I have read, I think she has 7 books, and I've read 5 out of the 7 books. I haven't read Americana, I haven't read Purple Hibiscus, I've read the rest, and this is the only one I have now. I'm going to get the rest too. I mean, the one who's going to get the rest for me, I know he watched this, so please, I'll be waiting for the rest. November 9 by Colleen Hoover, one of my favorite authors too. I've read It Ends With Us, and I loved it. I actually have a copy. It's not here yet, but I do have a copy of It Ends With Us, and I read November 9, and it was such a beautiful story. Some people say they liked this better than It Ends With Us, and I can understand why, because this has a peculiar way of writing. It's beautiful. People write really nicely, and all we can do is to read and appreciate that. Last of the books is Dial A for Aunties by Jessie Q. Stanto. This I read last year. It was a hilarious read, like a happy read, and I just needed to get it. I actually prefer the yellow cover, but for some reason I think this is the cover in Ghana, but we still get it because it's still Dial A for Aunties. And the second is out for Aunties and a Wedding. Thank you so much. No. Actually, there's a last book that I actually have, like a physical book I have, but I've given it out. It's not here yet. This is Trevor Noah's, what's the title again? Forgotten. But it's by Trevor Noah, and he's one of like my favorite comedians, whatever, talk show hosts that I like, that I listen to, I watch on YouTube, and I decided to take Born a Crime. How could I just forget that book? Trevor Noah's Born a Crime. And it's not here with me, but it's supposed to be part of this haul, so I'm going to leave a picture here. I actually have the book. I'm going to leave the one I took, like I went somewhere and I took a picture of it. I'm going to leave that one here. I won't put just any one there, okay, so you see it. This brings me to the end of this haul. I've spoken so much, I've said a lot of things. I'm blabbing, like I'm all over the place because I'm super excited about all these 20 books, or 19 here plus the one that is out of here. I'm so excited I have these books to fill my shelf, to just make me happy. So I'll see you on another video, and please do well to subscribe, like, comment, share to friends and family. I need the subscribers, I need the views. I'm going to try as much as possible to keep uploading, and yeah, I'll see you on another video. Bye guys.